Hey there, fitness fans. I wanted to tell you a couple of the things that I'm doing that I think made the meal plan a little easier to live with. Because as I was reading your comments, I noticed a lot of people said they were spending a lot of time preparing and planning from the meal plan. And what I did on the meal plan is I just circled, I have this old book back from when I first got it, and I went through and on each of the food lists for the categories, I circled the things that my family and I would eat. At the time, I still had two daughters living at home when I started doing this, and so I was cooking for a family of four. And I knew that we all like grilled chicken, and I knew that we all would eat eggs, and that we all like yogurt, and that we'll all do turkey slices or cottage cheese or salmon, and I just grill those things. So I don't make up a whole bunch of fancy recipes or a lot of difficult things, and yeah, we do a lot of repeating, and that's working out okay for us. So I keep it simple by grilling the meat, and when I go to the vegetable list, I just chop up fresh vegetables, and that's what we have. Once in a while I'll have some, like I might have some frozen broccoli or something, but most of the time we're just eating fresh vegetables that I cut up from the list. And when I get those vegetables, I cut them all up, and then I just have them for a number of days until they're gone. Usually we eat them up before they go bad. So I'm thinking, well, if I wasn't eating from this, I would still have to prepare a meal. So planning is planning, whether it's from the list or whether it's from some other source that I'm grabbing stuff. I don't make up lots of days at a time and decide what I'm having at which meal and when, way in advance. I just keep this stuff from the list on hand in my home, and then when it's time, like usually I know what I'm having for breakfast. That's just kind of a routine. And when I'm ready for lunch, I look at the colors that I'm supposed to have and go, okay, I'm going to have a protein, I'm going to have a vegetable, I'm going to have, or whatever. With the 80-day obsession, I find that I need to be a little more careful if I'm going to have exactly the color cartons they say at the times they say. But I don't do a lot of planning ahead. I have the stuff on hand, and then I go, what do I feel like? And that allows me a little bit of feeling like I have some choices, and I get to choose something that seems pleasant to me, and I pick from the stuff that I have that's on the list. So I don't plan more than what I'm doing for that day. And during the time when I was packing lunches to go to work, I would pack that the night before. But I didn't make up, and I still don't make up days and days worth of any particular thing to have all week. So I don't know if doing that is kind of adding stress to you or not, but I would encourage you to give it a try. Just keep plenty of things from these lists on hand and see if that helps you feel like, okay, I've got some choices and I'm going to grab this. Maybe that would help you get through the food plan easier than trying to plan what you're having every meal for the whole week and putting it into slots and making that fit. And that's not something I've ever done. So in my life, that wouldn't necessarily be helpful. I think that'd be a recipe for stress for me personally. I don't know if that helps you. I sure hope it does, but I'd be curious to hear more about what you're experiencing. Thanks for sharing.